Get up and go with Dunken and Carly on demand.
It looks too big. That's what she said.
Okay.
The largest home currently for sale in Minnesota. You wrote about it.
I did.
It looks massive.
It is kind of massive.
How does it have the square footage on it?
It's just under 14,000 square feet.
That's huge.
That is huge.
What do you do with all that space?
I don't know. If I had that much money to spend on this house, I would hope that I would have the money to fill it and also have a lot of parties to fill it with people. Too.
Yeah, I suppose you'd be very popular if you can afford this house.
You know,
what's the price tag on it?
It is $3.5 million.
$3.5 million. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's not as high as I thought it would be. It's got
Really?
a nice pool.
It has a super nice pool.
It's got like a little pond. Looks like
with a fountain in the pond.
Oh, fancy.
I know.
It's just one more thing that can break.
Yes. But if you spend $3.5 million on your home, you probably don't you don't really worry about that.
So where's this house at?
This house is in Faribault.
Really?
Yeah. Well, every once in a while, there's these huge houses that pop up over in Faribault, and I'm like, where? I used to work over there. Where?
Yes.
I didn't drive by those.
I mean, this is clearly out in the country somewhere, right?
Yes, because I mean, like, they have houses nearby, but this one is removed from them, from the street as well. If you look at, what picture is that? The third picture, I think.
Wait, is that a different house?
Yeah, it looks like it's a shed for the house.
Wait.
But it's just like a normal human house. It's their poor neighbor that has to look at John's fancy house over there.
5 bedrooms.
Yes.
8 bathrooms.
Uh-huh.
It's on 41 acres.
Yes.
What's special about it, other than it's huge? Does
I
it
mean,
have like a foosball room?
Oh, yes. There's a special room that has right now they have a poker table and a ping pong table in it. The basement is massive, and there's a bunch of arcade games down there right now. I don't know if that would come with the house, but
I'm sure you could work that into it. Lots of nice woodwork.
Yeah. There's 50 different living room areas and 5 kitchens or something like that.
It's massive.
There's a sauna. Did you get to the
there's the
main
pool
bedroom
table.
yet? Oh, you're way up there. I know where you are.
The pool table looks nice.
The pool table matches
There's the
rest
sauna.
of the woodwork.
Ooh, the main bedroom has like a stand. Oh, the fireplace is really cool.
Uh-huh. It's pretty sweet.
It's one of those fireplaces you can see from both sides.
And then you can walk through the double doors to get out to the pool. How fancy.
It's nice to dream, people.
I know.
If you like looking at Zillow, you're going to love this house. You can scroll through Minnesota's largest home, currently for sale right now on the 106.9 KROC app. Holy crap, the bathroom. The main bathroom.
Know. The bathroom is great.
Their bathtub looks like the size of my entire bathroom.
Yeah, probably. That's probably accurate. There's so much space out back to hang out.
Oh, the patio area is cool. It looks like a restaurant patio.
It kind of does. There was
huge.
a split second when I was looking at these pictures that I was like, wait, is this house part of an HOA and this is like the community area?
community area.
Yeah, because it's so big.
Oh, that's funny. The bird's eye view shot where you get to see this house with all the
I know.
Which those neighbor houses are right on the lake.
Those poor neighbors. Yeah, they are right on the lake. So it's nice, but the houses are nowhere near the size of this one.
I think I see like a trailer.
I know, right? That's what it looks like.
If I can't be on the water, I'm going to build the biggest house and be the most obnoxious neighbor.
Right. Yeah. They stole all of the water property line.
Yeah.
So I'm going to outdo them all.
All right. For $3.5 million, it could be yours. Check it out right now on the 106.9 KROC app.
I don't even want to talk about this.
Okay, what?
There's a new survey that says 90% of people trust the internet more than a doctor.
No.
Get out of here. Who did you survey?
I mean, the internet is the first person that I consult with.
For sure, yes.
Person.
Usually, when I am worried about something, it's something that is nothing to be worried about. And so, really, it is better for me to Google it. Have Google be like, yo, it's just a mole. And then
But sometimes that goes the other way. Sometimes they're like, it's stage 4 cancer.
I know.
You're going to die in a week. And
Yeah,
you're like,
right. Right. For sure.
90% though.
Yes. Now, this was a study done by Frame Fertility, which I've never heard of in my life. So
Fertility company, okay.
yeah, but like I don't know how many people did they survey?
Yeah.
Who did they survey? That kind of stuff.
All right,
comes to mind.
So we'll snooze that.
Definitely.
That can't be true,
No.
right?
The deadline to get your fish houses off of frozen Minnesota lakes is coming up. So if you or your spouse or your buddies have ice houses out, make sure to get those off of the lakes.
Yeah, don't be that guy.
Oh, God.
Where it crashes through. And
Yeah, right. Well, and then you're polluting the lake because you got all your crap in there. The southern part of the state, so a majority of the state, you have to get the ice houses off by the 6th. And then the northern part is a little bit later on the 20th, so... TikTok now has a new rule for teens where they are limiting the amount of time they spend on TikTok to 60 minutes for ages 18 and under.
60 minutes a day.
60 minutes per day, yes. It'll be instituted in the next several weeks. However, once it hits the 60 minutes, they'll be prompted to enter a passcode in order to continue watching.
Oh, and their parents set up the passcode, right?
They can... the parent has to set up the passcode for users under 13. So if you're between 13 and 18, you can just have your own password. It's basically like, you sure you want to make your brain more mush and keep watching? And most of the time, they're going to be like, yeah, and type the code in. So I don't know how much that's going to actually help. Now, for younger kids, of course, that's helpful because the parents have control of it, but...
So the average person, holy moly.
I don't want to know.
The average person opens TikTok 8 times a day.
Wow.
And spends an hour and a half to 2 hours on it every single day.
I'm so glad I don't have TikTok.
All right.
I like being old.
She's 28.
And finally, we've got a sweet job in Minneapolis where you can captain a private yacht during the summer. It sounds awesome. You'd get paid $7,500 per month to do this.
Okay.
They just say a Minneapolis client. So if they have a private yacht that needs a captain that they're going to pay $7,500 a month for, this person is probably somewhat high profile.
I would think, is it like the Minnesota Vikings or something like
Could
that?
be.
So like the players can take...
That could be. I have no idea. But the job would be April through October. So I did the math for you. At $7,500 a month, that's about $52,500 per year. Just in that chunk of time. So like, not too shabby.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
For not working.
I can't
all
imagine
the months
being
of the
rich
year.
enough to have somebody drive a boat. Like, part of the fun of boating is driving the boat.
Yeah, but then you can't drink. Don't give me that face. Don't give me that face.
Yeah, you can't. Because the DNR is out there. But, I mean, it is still fun to drive the boat. So
I can see that, but
I suppose that maybe you're trying to impress clients or something like that.
True,
So you're
yeah.
trying to hobnob and all that. You know.
Right. This is my captain, Troy.
Yeah, I got my shirt off. I'm all
Captain Troy.
sunburnt.
You're
got
like,
a bush
yeah.
light. Welcome aboard.
That would be awesome.
All right, there you go. News or snooze for today. You can get more local news right now on the 106.9 KROC app. I made a mistake, Carly.
Oh, typical.
You sound like my wife.
What'd you do?
No kidding, no. Just another day. So I have this article here. It's National Old Stuff Day. We're going to talk about decluttering your house.
Yes.
And I thought it was the 5 things that everybody has that they need to get rid of.
Okay.
But then I scrolled a little bit more after our show yesterday, and I realized the 5 things are 5 things in your kitchen. And then there's 10 things in your office. And then there's everybody has a bunch of clutter. So let's go through this and let's see. Do you have plastic silverware in your kitchen? And I think they're talking about the like what you grab at Quick Trip or
Right. The little packets that get tossed in with your to-go food. I think I got rid of all those actually.
Okay, condiment packets. They say get rid of those
I
too.
think
What are you doing, you crazy?
Yeah, I think I've also dumped all of those because Matt tries to save them, and I'll entertain it for a little while and leave it in there, and then pretty soon, weird, I don't know where it went.
Appliances you never use.
We have a couple that we don't use very often.
That's the thing about these appliances, man. Like, you pull them out once a year or whatever, and it's like, oh, but I really need it that one time a year.
Well, and like, I'm a big talk at the party when I bring my margarita machine. So, like, I gotta keep that.
That's the only thing making you cool here.
Right.
All right, 10 things to get rid of in your office. Let's go through some of these.
Okay.
Pins that are dried out, no ink. I think everybody probably has those.
Probably.
Power cords you no longer use. You've upgraded your phone. You still hold on to the cord and the charger for some reason, even though it's not compatible.
Yep.
Yep, everybody's got that.
Yep.
Old cell phones.
Yep, also have that.
I keep my old cell phones because I'm worried that there's a picture or something on them that didn't transfer over to Google Photos. I'm weird like that.
What are you going to do with it?
Well, I'll power it up and I'll probably never do anything with it. You're right. That's why it's clutter, right? It'll probably sit in my file cabinet forever.
See, and I have an old phone and old charger that have been sitting in a pile waiting to finally get taken to like an electronics recycling spot. And I just haven't done it.
Old calendars. I don't even know if we have a calendar in our house.
Once the year is over, goodbye. Moving forward.
Okay, 8 things to get rid of in your closet.
Okay.
Accessories you never wear.
Yeah, I have a lot of those. I'm like, it'll come back in style. I need to keep it.
Broken sunglasses.
Ooh, no, I could toss those. What's the point of keeping that?
I don't know, but I'm sure there are people out there that are like, oh, I really love this pair.
Sentimental value, yeah.
Mismatched socks. So if you get,
I don't think I have.
the dryer eats the sock and you only got the left one, throw it away. What do you?
Oh, you know
it's
what?
not ever coming back.
I do keep that. I'm like, well, in case I find it one day.
National Old Stuff Day, a good day to declutter your house.
Yes.
Okay. 6 other things to throw away right away. Old remote controls.
Okay, I don't have any of those, but...
Last year's sunblock.
Oh, I guess it technically expires or becomes less...
Effective?
Yeah, that's the word.
Eh.
But, no.
We're going to roll the dice on that because that stuff's expensive.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, and you only use maybe half of a bottle, right? So I'm not going to toss that. Sorry.
Old makeup.
Yeah, I have a lot of that.
Old prescriptions. I've kind of been guilty of this. Like, you get a sinus infection, they give you some medicine or whatever.
Yes.
I'm like, I'm going to hold on to this for next time I get a sinus infection.
I have this nose spray that I got when I got a really, really bad cold. This was pre-COVID, by the way. So, it wasn't even, a worry of that, right? So I went in because it was just clogging up my lungs. And I was like, I need help. And he just gave me this nose spray. This was 2019, and I still have it.
Do you still use it?
No.
Oh, okay.
But if I need it, it's there. Is it expired? Probably.
They say get rid of your VHS tapes. I don't know anybody that has VHS tapes, but if you
don't,
do.
But I looked, we have 2 DVDs, and I looked at them the other day, and I was like, God, we really got to get rid of those.
What are we doing? Yeah.
Because we're not going to watch them. We don't have a DVD player.
They're never coming back.
No.
And the final thing that you should get rid of is your product manuals. You buy a new washer, it comes with a manual, whatever.
We have a drawer in our kitchen that is kind of our junk drawer. But we have all of our manuals in a pile in that drawer.
So they say you can get rid of those because all of those manuals are posted online now. So if you ever have a problem with your appliance or whatever, you can just Google that appliance plus manual and bam, there it is.
I guess for a couple of the manuals that I keep, they're IKEA instructions because if we move, because we've only ever rented in our lives. So
take it apart, put
moving,
it back
sometimes it's better to take it apart. And so I want the instructions so I can remember. I can just go backwards to take it apart and then use the instructions again to put it back together. So that's why I have those.
National Old Stuff Day. Long story short, we all have too much crap in our house.
Oh, yes.
Carly, how do you know when your body is not right? Something is off. Your body tells you, right? You get signals that you're more tired than you usually are, or
right. It's usually the tiredness, I think. Yeah.
So a survey of 2,000 Americans, 63% of us want a check engine light for our body.
That's kind of funny.
We need more help knowing that we're not well.
Huh.
Do you think we'll ever get to, we're going to get to the point where there's an app where you just put a patch on your arm and it runs like a scan, right? We're going to get there eventually, which is kind of weird, but...
that's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if that's in the future.
So people want a check engine light that reminds them to take vitamins and drink water.
It's called the
Take a nap.
reminder feature on your phone.
Yeah, just set an alarm, right?
Yeah. That's how I remember to take my medicine. That's so funny. Yeah, because I feel like you have to be, I mean, you live with yourself every day. Like, how are you not in tune enough with yourself that you know when something's not right and you, like, need to take a nap or something like that?
You ever see the product where you, like, poop and it, like, you send it in and they tell you if you have cancer or whatever?
Oh, what's it called? Cologuard. I pictured the little box guy.
Is it Cologuard? Is that what it's called?
And he's like walking around in the TV commercials.
I mean, I think that's what
Hi,
they're getting
I'm
at.
Cologuard.
Which is weird. You don't need a mascot when that's your business.
Put your poop in me and send me off to...
I think that's what they're getting at here. I think they want, like, a quick little scan, like, hey, you're cancer-free today, or hey...
You're cancer-free today.
Yeah. Well, you got to scan every day, right? Just like your car, just like your check engine light. It doesn't...
That's not how cancer works.
Well, you know what I mean. Like,
hey, you don't have symptoms of a cold today or something. Like, there's not something producing in your body that...
you're running low on iron. Perhaps you need...
That would be interesting. Yeah. Yes, for sure. That I agree with. You're cancer-free today.
Shut up, Carly. Shut up.
Dunken and Carly, weekday mornings on 106.9 KROC.